And we're now learning more about what return to school will look like for students this fall. Pam, you got a sneak peek at some of the measures being put in place.
Yes, thank you, Tina. It has been a busy day. Earlier in the show, we took you on a tour of a Scarborough High School, Wexford Collegiate, a school for the arts. But we also got a look inside this K-8 elementary school, George Webster. It's in the Dawes and Danforth area to see how things were going to work for the younger ones. Well, many of the protocols are the same, but these kids, unlike high schoolers, will go to school all day, every day.
Did you do the screening with your mom and dad this morning?
Yes.
Excellent.
How are you feeling today?
Good.
Arrival time will be 8:45 to allow for screening as the students enter. They will file in one door and exit the other. They'll walk single file on one side of the hallway for one direction and the other side for the opposite direction. It will be strange at first, but these kids are taking it in stride.
If you go to the grocery store, it's just basically the same thing.
Right.
It's following the arrows, going one way and going the other way.
Class sizes will vary with as few as 20, but as many as 27, including the kindies, as Principal Lisa Med calls them. All will have to be socially distanced.
I believe it will be a bit of a challenge for sure, because we know kindies our youngest kids are very social.
Yeah.
However, I also believe kids are very resilient and they learn a lot quicker than sometimes even we do.
Class will end at 3:15 with a 40-minute lunch break. Half the school of 700 kids will spend 20 minutes eating lunch at their desks, the next 20 minutes outside, staying within their cohorts. The other half of the school does the same in reverse. While inside, all the kids will have to wear masks.
It's pretty hot, but it's better than nothing and having to do it online for me.
We're going to go through some questions before you go to your classroom.
The same protocol is in place at high schools. Here at Wexford Collegiate School for the Arts, the plan is for a very orderly school day. Arrows tell the kids where to walk and garbage cans divide the hallway. The measures are reassuring to the grade 11 students we talked to, who also got their first look today at what their school will look like in September.
But after seeing the safety measures they put in place, I feel pretty confident that everyone will be safe coming back to school.
I think that it's going to be a lot better for everybody's mental states as well, because sitting at home every day in front of a computer is not the greatest way to be. So I'm really glad that we're going to be able to interact with people and do stuff here.
Lockers are off limits and have been tied off with zip ties. Drinking fountains will function for bottle refills only. One student at a time will be allowed in the office, which has been equipped with plexiglass shields. And of course, hand sanitizing stations have been set up throughout. The TDSB just sent out the final operational guidelines to their nearly 600 principals just last night, so the schools are in varying degrees of readiness. There is still much work to be done.
I still need my staff, which they'll be in the school September 1st, 2nd, and 3rd next week. So that'll be a key time for us to really look into classrooms and making sure that all our classrooms are meeting all those guidelines.
High schoolers will attend school every other day in the morning and spend afternoons and the alternating day learning remotely. They will take 2 courses per quadmester and get instruction on both courses every day. Now, in case anybody gets sick, every school, secondary and elementary, will have an isolation room. That has not yet been set up at this school. Once again, staff are still scrambling to figure out what the requirements are and to get them implemented. For example, here at George Webster, these pink socially distancing lines and arrows were just painted on this morning.